All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we've got a Houston Rockets video. They have won 7 straight games, and man, it feels unbelievable. Crazy enough, the Houston Rockets, in all 7 of those games, were without Jalen Green. So all of a sudden you have, kind of NBA Twitter, NBA trolls, just trolls in general, saying like, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green's a bust, Cade's better. I'm viewing this tweet from Pro City Hoops right now that says the Houston Rockets are 7-0 without Jalen Green. And I just kind of wanted to make this video more, not in a ranting sense, but more in like, I want to give my opinions on why the Rockets are 7-0 without Jalen Green. And it's pretty simple. It's Daniel Theis, in my opinion. It's not just Daniel Theis, but we'll talk about that. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I post Rockets videos, NBA videos, every single day. I also have a Houston Rockets daily channel where I post several times a day down below. I've got a Twitter, all that stuff down below. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year in just 20 days or something like that. I don't know. I'm not good at math. I'm not even going to try. So if you guys enjoy this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not already. But man, so another reason I made this video is Crispy Flakes. He's an NBA YouTuber. I've never really watched any of his videos except for today, but he made a video that was titled, and like in today's day and age, like so much stuff is clickbait, right? And I can't even lie to you, like especially like 1 year ago, I remember like making Lakers videos. I made I think it's like my second most popular viewed video ever was April Fool's Day. I made a video saying Lakers signing Steph Curry, and like Lakers Nation thought it was real. But in today's day and age, there's so much clickbait going around. But anyways, Crispy Flakes posted a video that said, like, is Jalen Green's a bust or whatever, and Rockets Twitter got heated at that, but they clearly didn't even watch the video because, I mean, at no point in that video did Crispy Flakes say, like, Jalen Green's a bust. He never said that Jalen Green's the reason they're losing. So I, as a Rockets fan, a Rockets fan who's watched all of their games this season, I want to kind of just give my input on this. And, a lot of this really boils down to Daniel Theis, and I'll bring it up with the fact that just 8 games ago, or was it 7 games ago? I can't remember. Once again, not good at math. 7 or 8 games ago, Daniel Theis was finally taken out of the starting lineup. It took Steven Silas 15, 14 straight losses to figure that one out. Like, hey, first off, if Daniel Theis is starting, no disrespect to Daniel Theis, but if you guys have been following me for a minute now, like you probably saw my reaction video to why the hell did the Rockets sign Daniel Theis back in free agency. I was so confused. It made no sense in my head. It still doesn't make much sense, but I can put enough pieces together where it's like, okay, that works for now. But anyways, whatever games ago, Daniel Theis comes out of the starting lineup and Jalen Green drops 11 points in the first quarter. 11 points in the first quarter. Unfortunately, Jalen Green ended up getting injured that game, but it goes to show you that, in my opinion, the sole reason for this is spacing. I mean, we have Christian Wood, who first off, I'm very surprised that Christian Wood this year at the 5 position looks so much more improved than he did last year. Like last year, I mean, he's still kind of built like a piece of wood, like a stick, but his defense intent, like it's much more improved this year, and it's definitely a good sign. But like last year, I was very concerned with the fact of Christian Wood being our starting center for the upcoming year. So I was not too against Christian Wood and Daniel Theis starting at the 4 and 5 position until Elfrid Şengün was ready to come into the starting lineup, whether that was, around All-Star break, a month in, a year in, whenever he's ready, because he's 19 years old, and, asking him to start 30 minutes a night, I mean, it's a pretty big responsibility. So Daniel Theis, I actually have stats here, folks, and these stats blew my mind away, because this is crazy. All right. The Houston Rockets offensive rating with Daniel Theis starting is 89.4. Their defensive rating, 112.7. That is a net rating of minus 25 3.3. So obviously, myself, along with most of Rockets Nation, who weren't really on board with the Theis starting idea, but once he got like 5 losses, 6 losses, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, what's after 12, 13, 14, 15? It was like, okay, no more Daniel Theis. We're off that. It's not working. So keep that in mind real quick once again. The Houston Rockets offensive rating with Daniel Theis starting 89.4. Defensive rating 112.7 for a net rating of minus 23.3. When Daniel Theis comes off the bench, the Houston Rockets have an offensive rating of 101.1 and a defensive rating of 80.2 for a net rating of 20.9. I don't have the stats for when Daniel Theis doesn't play because he hasn't played like 5 or 6 games. They've all been wins. I mean, every game that Daniel Theis has not played, the Houston Rockets have won. There was concern that when Daniel Theis was removed from not only the starting lineup, but just the rotation in general, there was a lot of concern about the Houston Rockets defense. I mean, this kind of goes to show you their defense was dog shit with Theis in the starting lineup, and it was significantly better just with him coming off the bench. Now, granted, a ton of players have stepped up in this winning streak. And I don't want to pin all of this on Daniel Theis because I don't think it's all his fault. I do think it's a focal point, though, that the spacing just was not working. Now, the bench unit's where we really start to get tricky because can Elfrid Şengün and Daniel Theis play together? The answer is probably absolutely not. So now the Rockets have a little bit of a situation, but hey, you know, you can never complain with too much depth, especially with what's going on in the NBA right now. I mean, COVID is literally like the MVP of the year. I mean, Steph Curry, KD, it's COVID. The MVP right now is COVID. My Chicago Bulls were missing like half our goddamn roster. It sucks. But you've had a lot of guys really step up. I mean, Eric Gordon, Garrison Matthews. Like 7 games ago, Garrison Matthews was not really a thought for a lot of Rockets fans. Even simple guys like DJ Augustine, who just went 8-4-4 for 2 threes on efficient shooting, couple of steals, no turnovers. It's just the Rockets are clicking a lot more fluidly right now, and I think that Daniel Theis will be inserted back into the rotation probably at one point in the season, whether it's just because, you know, they're starting to lose their defensive issues or injuries, what have it. But right now, I'm just trying to enjoy this win streak. Like, that's literally it. I mean, keep in mind, we went through, 21, 22 straight losses last year. We've already been through 15 straight losses this season. When Jalen Green comes back into the starting lineup, hopefully Daniel Theis remains out of it. He's going to have so much more floor spacing. And I can't wait to see KPJ and Jalen Green be the backcourt duo without Daniel Theis in the starting lineup. Just because of spacing, these guys have room to work. Like I said, Jalen Green had 11 points. KPJ, until he went down with injury, he was given like 8, 9. He was literally averaging over 8 assists per game with Daniel Theis out of the starting lineup in their winning streak. So, you know, take what you will from this video because Daniel Theis is not a horrible basketball player. But this season, he's not playing great. He's shooting below 50% from the field. He's getting like 0.5 blocks, which is his lowest in a very long time. I don't even know if he's ever averaged only 0.5 blocks. It's not even a minutes issue. He's still averaging 23 minutes per game on the Rockets. So, yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts down below. I don't think too many people are going to be saying Jalen's a bust. I think most people are going to agree it was a spacing issue, but the hope is that Stephen Silas can try and figure out some type of way because Daniel Theis is a useful basketball player. He's a useful veteran. So hopefully Stephen Silas can find a way to have everyone mesh and everyone get minutes. So that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys later.